Well, Key is making up for a few missed shots in game number 1. She's starting to put a little more heat on the ball, and it's a little step-out move. Remember, she's training both for the middle blocking spot and middle hitting, as well as the outside hitter's position.
There's a ball in the middle that was mishit, and Hawaii just can't get there. Chris, last night happened a lot. Balls just dumped over, and Hawaii's back row, used to so many balls being touched or blocked all year by the front row, just not adjusting, and that was a problem in years past. Hasn't been this year so far.
Well, what's really happening is Hawaii's favorite defense is what they call the wide or perimeter defense, where the back row players play back with a hard-driven ball, and you basically read or watch for the dinks. And Hawaii just wasn't as alert last night as Dave showed you would have liked. Too many dinks hit the ground.
Gwen Lebo is literally up on the court talking to her team, and now she calls timeout. She can't believe it. She is one angry roadrunner right now. 6-1 Wahine. At Aloha Stadium this Saturday night and enter to win for $5,000 or a free AT&T telephone in the AT&T UH kickoff return for cash. Sign up at the AT&T booth or look for the cutout coupon in Sunday's sports section. Hawaii leading 6-1, and Lebo, Chris, was really on the floor that time, very upset at the way your team is playing defense. Hawaii now trying to get into position. Gwen Lebo, a real fighter, a 1986 grad, as I said. Won 4 of 7 final matches last year, and she really felt coming back that this was going to be a team that was really going to move up, as you said, in the standings. And so far this year, it's been tough. The team 2-5 in the Big West and 3-12 overall, and she wants to just see a good overall effort by her team. And she says, hey, you got to be in position. That's what she's saying to them right now.
And all she was looking for tonight was 3 hard-fought games. Not necessarily 3 wins. She knows she may be in a little over her head against the Bows, but 3 hard-fought games instead of the 1.5 they put in last night.
Ball off of Roth, goes wide, not touched, 7-1.
John, interesting substitution by Dave Shoji just then after that last time out. He put in Therese Crawford, the freshman only recruit, lone recruit for Hawaii, in for Jocelyn Robbins.
Lift called on Jimbo, it's 8-1.
The last 2 weeks, he's put Crawford in like game 3 when the match has already been decided. Now he's putting her in the middle of game number 2. A little bit different pressure situation. I think he wants to see how she'll respond. Will she relax and not put too much pressure on herself? We'll see.
Jimbo takes a break, and Zubiate back into set, and an ace serve. Maria Roth having problems with the net. She's having a good night hitting, but defensively, it's been a rough night for Maria.
Well, Key serves this tough floater, just drops right there. Roth had some trouble. She's asking for more help. Well, that's trouble too. Zubiate barely saves it. Good save by Roth.
And Key Williams can't get back to it.
Oh, Zubiate made an incredible save, only to be bettered by Roth. Look at this one-handed fister right there. Look at this. No, she's got to hit the ball inside the antenna, and she does. And then Therese Crawford misplays it. Poor pass by Ljungqvist. Normally a good passer.
Oh, Crawford saw a huge opening. Nobody coming up for the Roadrunners. Tough serve, overpass. Crawford doesn't hit it down. Knocked up by the Roadrunners. Don't know why they hit that ball over. And Crawford whiffs. Chris, we've seen her do this all season long. I know it's freshman mistakes, but she just misses some balls.
Well, that particular ball was tough to hit. It was a low, dying ball. Didn't make it all the way out to the antenna, where most outside hitters appreciate that it be set. She's wearing a tough number, too. It's T. Williams' old number, and that's...
But to her credit, she doesn't want those comparisons, obviously.
That's right. She's going to
make
be her
a
own
name
person
for
here. She's
herself.
going to cut her own niche, and she's going to be a great one. It's just going to take some time. She's certainly got all the tools and certainly the personality. She is charismatic. She gets along well with the team members. Great team chemistry with her.
Yep.
There's not a person on the team that I've talked to that doesn't welcome her as an addition to the team.
Really fits in well, and it's tough being the only freshman because there's no one else in the team who can relate to what she's going through in her first month at school.
That's right.
Ball hit wide by Hawaii. Chris, I'm kind of surprised one of our 7-11 keys tonight was serve tough like Zubiate. New Mexico State has not been serving tough tonight.
Here goes Roth hitting it a little bit harder, but Crawford puts up a perfect pass. Gets a good set. Look what she does with it.
That was a big-time fill.
See, Robin Olmo got that set out just a little bit wider all the way to the antenna. Look at this. It gets all the way out to the line where she can pick her line, middle, seam, cross court. That time she hit it perfect.
Chase, good call, taking a ball that Brandy Brooks would have had trouble playing in her angle. Long rally going on this time. Free ball for Hawaii. Step out. Yes!
Ooh, Youngquist having another All-American night. She picks up her 8th kill with only 1 error right there. She's hitting 700, and she's something special.
Timeout for the Roadrunners. Hawaii 10-2. Brandy Brooks serving at 10-2. Boy, she just won't miss with that serve. It's been beautiful all night long. Ball hit long. Zubiate. 11-2 Hawaii. GT Hawaii Intel continuing its commitment to UH's General Scholarship Fund by honoring a player from each team in tonight's match. GTE Hawaii Intel beyond the call.
Well, we said earlier that Brandy Brooks had to get more involved in the UH offense. She's setting herself back there right now with that topspin serve. Another ace. She didn't need any sets from Amo. She just pops this thing up, gives it a rip, and boom, it dies on the back line. Zubiate thought it was out, tried to convince the line that it was so, and not to happen.
Overpass. Crawford jousting at the net. Way outside. Can Brooks save it? She does. Hey, Chris, she's hitting the ball sometimes the same way she serves it on tough plays. Very effective. Cross to Crawford. Nice dig by Maria Roth, getting all extension on that. Brooks behind the 10-foot line, roofed. Carrie Logan, haven't heard her name much tonight, goes up solo in the middle and gets a great block.
I'll tell you, Brooks takes a great swing at the ball from the back row. Logan just makes a better block.
Logan takes a break, and coming in, Renee Villarreal. Here's a free ball that should not have been put back, because now Youngquist puts it away. Annette Munson in the middle, Chris, should have taken that ball and passed it. Instead, she tried to quick hit it. It didn't go down. It went right to Hawaii's back row. That's that split-second call. If you can't put it away, pass it. Block, Youngquist on Mo. We've seen that combination all year long. Hawaii with 7 blocks on the night now. Heather Alley checks back in. Alley spends her off time doing volunteer work with disabled children. Another player with a 3.06 grade point average. This team with a bunch of players over 3.00. Very bright team. Boy, Zubiate slipped, and you can see her trying to get her bearings. She landed on her wrist, which is taped to begin with. One of the hazards of Klum, of course, the sweat. Sometimes you don't see it. And she's in a little bit of pain. Serve is out here, and as she stepped back, whoa, right there. Now watch her come down on the wrist hard. Another reason I won't miss this place. Silly potential injuries. One of the reasons there's no air in here, Chris, honest to goodness truth. They were going to put air conditioning in here, and they said, no, we'll have these vents, and we'll let the air come in through the vents. Well, guess what? Wrong. Youngquist, big step out in the middle. 13-3. Hawaii will try to end it with Youngquist on the line.
You're talking about all the nuances of Klum. I talked to one of the fans earlier before the game. They said, hey, did you notice the grass growing on the roof in several places?
Ball off the antenna. 14-3. Wouldn't surprise me if there were grass growing on the floor. Now checking in will be Colleen Donaher from Phoenix, Arizona. Freshman from Camelback High School, the home of Alice Cooper. That's right, Alice Cooper went to Camelback High School. You knew that though, didn't you? Alice, quite a volleyball player himself, or herself.
It's amazing what you know.
It certainly is.
I'm enriched by your trivia knowledge.
14-3, Hawaii serving for game number 2. Shea step out move over the outstretched hand of Jimbo. 15-3. Hawaii running from the Roadrunners. They lead 2-0.